Hi there. Here's a true story that happened to me just a few years back. I was running one of my consultant franchise training courses and I had a guy there, let's call him Sid, obviously not his real name. Now, like the others on that course, he paid me almost £30,000, that's around $48,000 to be there. But he was loud, demanding, disruptive, and frankly, I'd had enough. Now, previously, I'd removed other unsuitable people from my courses, and so despite having to refund the fee, my mind was pretty much made up. Now, that is until a statement he made stopped me in my tracks and forced me to do a double take. Now, I was shocked by what he said, and I suddenly realized that this guy was not what I thought, and I have to say, it radically changed my attitude about him. I took him aside for a personal chat and I told him what I thought about his behavior, and he stared at me confused and startled like a cat caught in the headlights. Then he said, "You've got me wrong. I'm not here to make things difficult, quite the opposite. I'm here to learn from you. I'm not disruptive. What I am is enthusiastic and passionate, and as such, I ask lots of questions. Look, I've never been so excited about something in my life, and I know that I can be very successful at this and make a lot of money. I promise you, just watch me." Well, later I wrote down his words so that I wouldn't forget. I still thought he was cocky, but I was immensely impressed by his utter conviction, because if true, those are the words and the mindset of a winner. So I let him stay, but he hadn't finished surprising me yet, and here's how. In an advanced session towards the end of the course, I detailed a series of little-known but powerful business strategies to him and indeed the class. As I explained them, I could see the lights going on in his head, and he appeared visibly in awe of what he'd just heard. Now, in the weeks after the course finished, I did watch him. His words reverberated in my head, and what he did next shook me up even more. With absolutely no experience other than attending the course, he applied just one particular simple strategy that I taught him and started making over $100,000 a month. So what did he do? How did he do it? Well, he simply followed a step-by-step process, a process that I'm going to give to you in a new free live online training session. And from that session, you too will be able to build a successful consulting, coaching, or even deal-making business from scratch, be able to find only the kind of clients that are 90 to 90% ready to buy so that you don't waste time with tire kickers. In other words, they have the money, the need, and are desperate for your help. And from this, you'll see why you don't need lots of clients in this business, just 4 or 5 at the most. But most critically, and this is very important, I'll show you how to build an extraordinary monthly continuity income by way of fees, percentages, and even dividends, even though you might not be actively working for that client anymore. I'm also going to share with you how another student on another course, let's call him Spiro, was in the hopeless position of having been made redundant, unemployed for some time, failed in businesses, seemed to lack all confidence and had almost zero experience. But then he went on to make over 1.2 million just 16 months later from an absolute standing start. And oh, if you missed my email, he also acquired between 10 and 50% equity in six successful companies. But here's the doozy. He did it without spending a single penny, not a cent. So how did he do that? Well, I'm going to share that too, including the incredible but simple twists on one of my strategies that led to his spectacular success. So if you're a consultant, a coach, an entrepreneur, or a professional looking to expand your horizons, or if you're looking to get into consulting or coaching, then you'll want to be on this training. I'm also going to show you the exact steps I took, as did Sid, as did Spiro, and as did many others, to build an extraordinary business that netted them tens of thousands each month. Sound amazing? It is. And if it sounds almost too good to be true, then simply see it and judge it for yourself, because what you're going to learn on this training session will cost you nothing. Look, this is unlike anything I've ever done before, and I'm going to be providing you with a range of processes and strategies that I've never freely given out before. Oh, and I'll provide you with some incredibly valuable tools too, and you'll be able to download them right there and then on the training. Now, here's all you need to do. Just sign up in the box and you'll receive your free login access details to the training. Now, as you can imagine, this session is going to be huge and includes content and tools that, as I said, I've never shared in this fashion before, ever. And I know you're going to be enormously impressed by the free value that you're going to get out of this. You'll also be able to immediately apply, implement, and profit from all that you learn. So you might want to get a notepad at the ready. As I've said in the subject line of one of my recent emails, prepare to have your mind blown. I'm really looking forward to sharing this information with you and seeing you at that training session. So until then,